This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and once again we're in Colorado with Pooch Snoozer. Since 2004, they've been providing exquisite, handmade, attractive dog beds for residential and commercial clients across the nation. I'm joined with Lisa, who is the owner, founder. Thanks so much for joining us again.
Thanks for having me.
Let's start off a little bit about yourself. I mean, prior to beginning this company, you had been working in the garment industry in California for over 25 years. You were a consultant for many well-known companies. You had a love for animals, and you also had a passion for production. Share with me a little bit how this got started for you.
Well, I started in production, like you said, and I did production for a lot of different people, and the Made in the USA thing was popular at the time. And so I was just super busy with a lot of different clients working on that. And then all of a sudden, one year they decided they were all going to go to China. And I just decided at that time that there was a need for a very well-made, aesthetically pleasing pet bed for not only commercial 4- and 5-star pet-friendly hotels, but homeowners as well. So with my love of pets and my knowledge of production, I started Pooch Snoozers in 2004 and
never looked back.
And never looked back. It's been great and steady and survived the pandemic, and
here we are today.
Here we are.
I mean, something that really has not changed since the last time we sat down here and spoke is the fact that pets are still a big part of the American life. I mean, it's safe to say that we all want the best for our pets.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think even since we last talked, I think more pet-friendly hotels are in existence these days. It seems to be spiraling upwards since we last, met.
I mean, obviously our pets were important to us during that
Oh,
pandemic,
yes.
so they never left our side.
Oh, well, a lot of people got new pets during the pandemic, and now they want to travel because they've been locked up, and so they're bringing their pets to hotels, and it's good for me.
Regardless of the lifestyle, active or inactive, our pets. I mean, like humans, all pets spend a big percentage of their life sleeping. I mean, are we starting to find out that the quality of life is kind of the quality of our sleep, not only in the pets, but as well as humans?
Oh yeah, totally. I actually get a lot of clients where they'll stay at my hotels, and they, for example, the Broadmoor, this woman had her pet at the Broadmoor, and her dog loved it so much. She called me. She owns Hamptons, and she said, I have to get your beds. My dogs absolutely love your beds. They won't sleep on anything that I own or that I buy them. So she ended up not only buying them for herself with their name drop, and then she also bought them for her Hampton Suites.
Find them in the commercial environment, and they have to have them in their homes.
Yep,
that makes total
absolutely.
sense. I mean, the pet industry, I mean, it's big business. How has a rather small business like yourself been able to stand out and really offer what these big box stores cannot?
Well, the thing about my beds is I've actually had a lot of people call me and say, well, my pet passed away, but your bed still looks great. They have longevity. They are washable. They have 3 components with a waterproof covering in the middle that protects the stuffing, which is recycled, made from plastic bottles. And it protects that from breeding any bacteria if the dog urinates or mud or anything. And that is one of my biggest selling points that most people do love. If I just have a few minutes to pitch to a hotel, I always do the water test because that's what sells the product.
Really?
And it stands out from other pet beds.
We're talking about comfortable beds. I mean, this is a result of years of testing that you have done on dogs. I mean, are these great for all sizes of dogs? And what about the jealous cat maybe in the home? Are they able to jump on one of these?
Oh, absolutely. People call me all the time. Said the cat took over one of the beds. We're now, we need another one, or the cat's taken over and the dogs are like, okay, it's yours. So cats love my beds as well as dogs.
What I love about this product is the fact that they are comfortable, but yet, as anyone can see, they're great looking. Yes. I mean, when it comes to a big item in your home that's going to be there, why not make it look great, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is upholstery grade fabric, which sets it aside from a lot of other pet bed companies as well. And it's water resistant. And like I said, washable too. So that makes it very durable.
These are great beds for any home in the world, but you have really caught the attention of some commercial clients as well. Tell me a little bit about the commercial clients.
Well, the Ritz-Carlton was my first client. I got that in 2004. They had a dog named Bachelor that it laid on my bed, and she accused me of putting bacon in it. And I said, no, I didn't put any bacon in it. But she says he has 20 beds all over. He never lays on one of them, and he loved mine. And then, of course, they talk within the chain, and I got a lot of Ritz-Carltons after that. I just did the Hotel Clio, which was a Marriott in Cherry Creek. They just changed to the Hotel Clio. The Lodge in Vale, St. Regis and Aspen. I just delivered 34 pet beds to them a couple weeks ago, and they love those. And I did the Campbell's Garden and Telluride quite some time ago, but I put the logo out just because it's such a beautiful logo. And then, of course, like I said, the Hampton Suites, which I acquired because of the lady going to the Broadmoor.
Top quality, obviously, companies that have put their trust in this product. I mean, commercial clients, even more so, they have to be concerned about how a bed holds up to constant washing, maintaining. I mean, these beds have stood the test of time in environments like this where they're really used.
Oh yeah, well, there's actually a grid on my website that basically says, if you buy you can get a bed at, I won't state any names,
Yeah.
of some chains, but they're reasonably priced, or maybe even I go to so far as to say cheap. And then, but they have to buy them, 8 times, and mine will last that entire time that they buy eight of these beds, and in the long run, it ends up being cheaper and much, much more cost efficient for them.
I imagine these commercial clients, they're proud to offer these beds. I mean, so was branding right on the bed kind of a logical solution? They wanted to see that logo as well.
Yeah, I actually, last time we shot, I had another logo, and it was kind of a little chaotic. And so I was encouraged by many of my friends and co-workers to update the logo, which, as you've seen, it's a German Shepherd. It's very, very beautiful, exquisite logo. Of course, it's, my dog, Jamaica, who is my best friend in the world and the president of the company. And I used her kind of as, the outline of her for that logo. And it's really, cool. I think it's actually enhanced with the 4- and 5-star hotels, the logo. It's just a lot classier looking. And my logo is, or my slogan is, exquisite comfort for life.
I mean, what the consumer sees obviously is amazing, but the thought and quality of what is on the inside of these beds, is that just as important? I mean, is the stuffing easily accessible?
Well, I just met with a place out in LA. They do recycled stuffing, and this is it, and it's made from plastic bottles. And I make them give me a confirmation that it is in fact recycled, because a lot of the hotels that I deal with are very green, and they're very adamant about utilizing green items in their rooms. They're very, very, they're all going that way. So it's very important that the stuffing is green in my beds. So
you got to get the stuffing just right. I mean, the dogs probably
it almost looks like they shaved a buffalo.
Dogs probably notice. They probably notice if it's too soft.
Oh, they do.
Well,
I have weight standards. I've established weight standards,
really?
Which I've done field testing on dogs. Some dogs like it less, some dogs like it more, but my interior components that have the stuffing have a zipper.
Okay.
So if they need to pull some out or put some more in to accommodate the dog's comfort, they can. These are our new green promotional giveaway bags. We give them 2 for every pet bed they order, so that we can promote green products. So we're very environmentally conscious. We have sustainable, biodegradable Pooch paper that breaks down depending upon the elements of the weather in 30 days. Whereas those sustainable plastic bags, they say they're sustainable. There's nothing sustainable or degradable about them. They're just trash, and they don't break down. So we're implementing these and trying to get the people that check in, giving them to them so they have them handy when they need to pick up poop, and then giving them a discount if they order them for future use when they get back home. We also have liquidless laundry sheets, which alleviates the big plastic jugs that inevitably end up in the ocean. And they also donate to animal shelters and battered women's shelters, because laundry detergent's very expensive, so that helps them out. That's one of the most requested items for donations. So they donate a percentage of those for every product you order. And anyway, and these are also muslin, of course, reusable muslin, dye-free bags. And they seem to be quite a hit lately. People are loving the green item lately.
That is very nice.
So,
I mean, be it a classic bed or a specialty bed, I mean, these are great for the cold winters of Colorado, yet also the warm climate like Florida. Is that something you try to incorporate in the material?
oh yeah, this is, I do have my interior component, which is Supplex with a DWR. You can actually remove this and use it like in the summer in hot climates. It kind of acts as like a cool landing for the dogs. And then of course it can be hosed off because it's waterproof. So it's easy care that way too. I mean, if they are outside and they're in the mud, they can lay on it and it's kind of a cool place for them, because this does tend to be a little bit warmer. You know, in Colorado, it's great for, you know, the colder climates, but yeah, they're year round and they're
Like
very versatile.
Over the years, you've thought of everything.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you've gotten in these pets' minds.
Trial and error. Yeah. I mean, my beds were completely different when I started. Completely different. They've evolved quite substantially
Evolved
since
just like
then.
your logos evolved, the company's evolved,
absolutely.
and obviously it's getting better. That's why we thought it was important to come back out, speak to you again. I mean, as I said before, one thing that hasn't changed is our love for pets. But when it comes to change, what is something new? What are some of the new things you've brought out and you hope for the future?
Well, I've added feeding mats with logos on them, which are great. You know, keeps the housekeeping loves me, because these keep the dogs out of the beds, and those keep the food off the floor. And I do logoed ceramic bowls. And we just recently added house-made treats. They're pumpkin and peanut butter flavored. We've already had multiple reorders. We just started delivering them. St. Regis just emailed me today and said, we need more. Everybody loves them. They are house-made treats with all natural ingredients, correct? Peanut butter and pumpkin flavored. Lots of different flavors. We do the little buddies just to put in the bowl when people check in. And then these, they usually give these to people when they check in a little bag with the little bigger ones for them to give to their dogs while they're staying there.
How long do these last for someone on the shelf there?
Well, I think their shelf life is, they haven't been lasting because their dogs have been eating them.
Yeah.
I would think they would last at least 4 weeks, but the dogs are going to eat them before they go stale.
You never even know that because they're wiped out.
And they can be frozen.
They can be frozen.
They can be frozen. So that's a great new addition. Because I've been having, people have been requesting it for years and I hadn't done it, and finally we just decided to go ahead and add them.
Eventually you listen to the customers enough, they tell you exactly what you want, and you filled that void.
Yep.
I mean, these are handmade, custom right here in the United States, yet they're enjoyed by customers across the world. Is it still rewarding for you knowing that the pets are really sleeping great at night and the owners are proud to add these to their decor?
Oh yeah, totally. I've had people say, my dog will not sleep on a bed, and I'm like, they'll sleep on mine. I'll guarantee it. If they don't, I'll give you your money back. And they called me and said, you're right. These are the feeding mats that I do, and I usually do a paw here and then the hotel logo right there. And like I said, it really helps the housekeeping. It keeps the food off the floors and gives them a nice place to feed. And then I do ceramic bowls with the logos on them well that fits right into the circles. This is the small and this is the large. So it's a nice presentation for a lot of the 4- and 5-star pet-friendly hotels. People love it. And they come in limited colors, but they're very nice colors. There's 6 colors here that they come in, which go with most.
So it's really easy to kind of match that look up with
very
your
neutral
bed
colors.
right next to it as well.
Yeah. So this is a nice. I've had these in the past, and they really like them. So
it's been rewarding for you as you continue offering these, and I imagine through the pandemic, were people still able to order online and get what they need?
Oh yeah, I actually got a few orders during the pandemic, which surprised me.
Yeah.
Very much. So I mean, of course, it was fairly flat, but I did get some orders.
Obviously, like you say
off
now,
Martha's Vineyard, they ordered a whole bunch of stuff and gearing up for when people started traveling again. Yes.
People are ready to get out with their dogs again.
This is one of my small beds. As you can see, it's the St. Regis Aspen. Just delivered these, and they went with a charcoal with a nice logo, kind of a subtle logo in the left-hand corner. And this is the medium. This is 23 by 33. Large, 27 by 39, and the extra large is 31 by 45. So these are the 4 sizes, and this pretty much covers most beds. I do custom. I've done 40 by 60 for an Irish Wolfhound before, and that can be done as well. And I'd like to show you the features that basically separate my beds from other people's beds. This has DWR coating, and it's waterproof. As you can see, it just completely runs off will not start breeding bacteria in the stuffing.
For someone out there who hasn't tried one of these beds, their pet maybe hasn't found something they loved, what would you tell them?
Try my beds, and if they don't like it, I'll give you your money back. Absolutely.
Money back guarantee, you can't beat that. Viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is the website. On the website, you're going to learn more about this company. Check out all the features, first of all, that these beds have. They've now expanded their line into different areas. You can check those out as well. Everything's available to order online. They've got a great gallery that shows you some of these beds. We've been showing you throughout this feature as well. Once again, that is Pooch Snoozer since 2014, providing custom handmade attractive dog beds for residential and commercial clients across the nation. Exquisite comfort for life. This is Gary Atencia with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.